main subjects of fifth year literature curriculum is going to be modern and postmodern literature. In this course, we're gonna see two main points together, modernism and postmodernism. So here you have the points that we are going to go through. I'm going first to introduce you to the whole content and set for you the objectives to know your requirements. Then we're gonna have an idea of, a very deep idea about modernism and postmodernism as two concepts that marked 2 centuries. The basic premises and general features deal with the foundations upon which this movement had emerged, and as practical points we're gonna read together Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad, being one of the first frame narratives referring to the existence of two narrators in fiction. Then we're gonna have a look at the corruption of the American dream being turned into a nightmare. Instead of fulfilling, it had become destroying, to some, if we may say it. So The Great Gatsby is a best figure. Then we conclude together the main points. The first theoretical points to deal with is the basic premises, where we'll expose modernism through its different parameters as a literary movement, not artistic one, not purely artistic, but literary works, involvement of science, philosophy and ideology in the making of the concepts. We'll also talk about the thematic innovation of modernist literature, especially the themes that had been echoed by the modernists while they were banned by the Victorians, previous era. Finally, we're gonna have an idea about the intellectual currents that influenced modernism, and these are mainly philosophers, psychologists and others. In the assignment, you'll be asked to do a mind map where you're gonna summarize all the contents of this course. Furthermore, as far as experimentation in the British novel is concerned, we'll deal with the psychological novel being a really experimental novel through the work of Virginia Woolf, Mrs. Dalloway. Then, an overview of the American drama, how it revolutionized the world literature through modernism, is going to be explored through Death of Salesman by Arthur Miller, and joining the previous points of The Corruption of the Dream by Fitzgerald in The Great Gatsby. And we're going to talk about other works that emerged at the same time. In Check and Progress, it is going to be done as a set of activities inside the class. Then we'll move up to postmodernist fiction, and the work now is not going to be through one work, but a set of works displaying points that postmodernist literature introduced in order to mark the difference from the modernist: metafiction, historiography, intertextuality, feminism and post-colonialism. And for each point we're gonna expose a set of works dealing with the idea. For the second semester, we'll dedicate it to postmodern and post-modern. There is a difference according to scholars. We'll state it later. So the shift is marked by the works of William Butler Yeats and Dylan Thomas, and here my choice is primarily animated by my willingness to get you exposed to some poetry. These are famous poets that also had marked the literary world by technical points and even thematic ones. Then we'll move to a study of utopia and dystopia, the world from a place of happiness to a tragic place, dystopia, and the downfall of man. One who had greatly marked this point is George Orwell through his work 1984, a visionary novel, and William Golding through his work Lord of the Flies. Then we're gonna have an idea about the post-war novel, and we mean here Second World War, through the emergence of some new currents. The angry young man. I'm sorry, U is missing after O. It must be a typing mistake. I'm sorry for that. The campus novel and the existentialist novel. Within the existentialist novel, I'm going to attract your attention to some works in drama related to existentialism, like The Absurd Drama by Harold Pinter and Samuel Beckett in UK and Edward Albee in US. Thank you very much.